Welcome to the Morning Outlook Report. I'm Rachel Jones reporting live from Calkine TV Sydney studios. Now, the Australian share market is expected to end the week in the red. According to the latest SPI futures, the ASX 200 is likely to open 109 points or 1.5% lower. At the closing bell yesterday, the S&P ASX 200 was 0.8% or 60 points higher at 7,365. The best performing sector yesterday was the tech sector. That was up 2.5%. The worst performing sector was financials. They were down 0.01%. The best performing stock was Liontown Resources yesterday. Their shares closed 7.7% higher at $1.47. The worst performing stock was the Janus Henderson Group. Their shares closed 13% lower at $37.76. Now, looking to some business news from this morning now, News Corp posted record revenue of $2.5 billion, up 7% for the March quarter as digital advertising revenue surged, setting new records. Their news media segment saw revenue up 5% globally and up 2% in Australia. That was thanks to a rebound in the advertising market. Also, new content licensing revenue and a 15% rise in paid digital subscribers. In Australia, Foxtel's total paid streaming subscribers grew 62%, with both Binge and Kayo on around 1.2 million subscribers. Chief Executive Robert Thompson says they've now achieved more in profitability through the first 3 quarters of fiscal 2022 at over $1.3 billion and rising 27% compared to the prior year than in any entire fiscal year since their rebirth in 2013. Moving on, the Macquarie Group today announced a net profit after tax attributable to ordinary shareholders of $4.7 billion for the year ending 31st of March 2022. That's up 56% on the prior corresponding period. Profit for the half year ending the 31st of March was $2.66 billion. That's up 30% on the half year, ending the 30th of September 2021, and up 31% on the half year, ending 31st of March 2021. And finally, the REA Group today announced its results for the 9 months ending 31st of March with revenue of $869 million and EBITDA, including associates, of $523 million. The group delivered a strong result for the third quarter with 23% year-on-year revenue growth driven by the Australian residential business and also the inclusion of Mortgage Choice. REA Group Executive Officer Owen Wilson says Australians transacted property at a pace during the quarter as continued high demand gave sellers the confidence to bring their properties to market. We're now going to take a very short break. We'll be back soon with all the news you need to trade today.
Tune in to stay updated while on the move.
We will tell you where the crypto craze has reached,
where the property market is headed next,
what the world is doing to become more environmentally friendly,
apart from tracking the daily market charter.
Be on top of the latest news and announcements
with Calkine TV.
Welcome back to the Morning Outlook Report. I'm Rachel Jones, live for Calkine TV. Now, the Nasdaq ended 5% lower yesterday. The Dow Jones fell more than 1,000 points overnight. Similarly, Nasdaq's 5% fall was its biggest single-day plunge since June 2020. Over in Europe, the Stoxx 50 fell 0.8%, the FTSE rose 0.1%, and the CAC dipped 0.4%, with the DAX ending 0.5% lower. Britain's pound and their government bond yields fell sharply after the Bank of England raised rates to their highest level since 2009, and that's to counter inflation heading above 10%, and warned the UK economy was at risk of recession. MSCI's gauge of global stock performance shed 2.55% as it tumbled to lows last seen in March 2021. Oil prices rose as stronger dollar offset supply concerns after the European Union's plans for new sanctions against Russia, including an embargo on crude within 6 months. Traders noted that OPEC Plus again rebuffed consumer calls for a faster pace of output rises. WTI futures rose 45 cents to settle at $108.26 a barrel. Brent settled up 76 US cents at $110.90 a barrel. Investors were buying the safe haven asset amid the sell-off in the equity market. So US gold futures ended up 0.4% at $1,875 an ounce after pairing gains of more than 2%. And finally, Bitcoin fell 8.61% to $36,266. Well, have a great day trading and stay tuned for more market updates and economic news live throughout the day. This is Rachel signing off for now.